But there is more to the story. The forgotten invention. In the late 1800s, an inventor changed the world. His ideas revolutionized industries and saved countless lives and reshaped society as we know it. But his name is barely ever remembered. It's overshadowed by more famous contemporaries like Edison and Tesla. And why is that? What's happened to this forgotten genius? Well, here's the story. His name is Elisha Otis. In 1852, while others were chasing electricity and mechanical marvels, Otis turned his attention to an entirely different problem, and it's all about safety. At the time, skyscrapers were unthinkable because no one trusted elevators. When an elevator rope broke, disaster was right there along with it. Otis was determined to change that. He invented a safety brake, a revolutionary mechanism that would stop an elevator in its tracks if the rope snapped. But there was just one problem. No one believed it would work.
I'd be kind of skeptical myself.
So at the 1854 World's Fair in New York, Otis climbed onto an elevator platform high above a crowd, armed with nothing but his raw nerves and a saw.
You would have to be raw nerves.
He slashed the elevator cable himself.
Yikes.
The platform plummeted, but then stopped just as the safety brake engaged.
Wow.
The crowd roared in amazement. Otis had done it. His invention paved the way for skyscrapers that now define modern cities. Yet, while his name adorns elevator plaques around the world, few know the story of the man who made the towering buildings possible. And here's the twist. Elisha Otis didn't live to see his invention in full use. He passed away just years later, leaving his sons to build the Otis Elevator Company.
Oh.
Today, his creation carries more people in one day than the entire world population.
Wow.
And that's the full story.
The full story.
Can you tell we practiced that?
Oh, this is, we're trying to streaming live to Facebook and YouTube. This is our first thing. I hope it works. I have no indication that, I have no idea. At least it's out there.
And so now if people on StreamYard want to talk to us, can they?
I
Like-
have no idea.
like
It's
they-
anybody can, but I don't know where it would show up actually.
Yeah.
So
Okay, so you guys,
the
you're,
next step of learning.
you're a part of this experiment now. Somebody talk to us. Let's see if we can get a message on this.
Yeah, comment. Does anybody else
Yeah.
in our sphere do StreamYard?
Oh, yeah. I bet there are some other StreamYard people.
I am at zero technology skills, and if somebody else is even at a 2, I'd appreciate it. You know, goodness sakes.
And I like the way this camera is different than our other camera. You can see the whole cat and rat game. Is that cat and rat?
I don't know.
Tic-tac-toe. That tic-tac-toe game behind us there.
Oh, in the window.
Yeah.
But in reality, I'm here.
Oh, okay.
Jim
Yeah.
is there.
Yeah.
So I don't know why it's switched us.
I'll push you.
And I don't know how to fix that.
Oh, that's okay. We
Yeah.
don't care. We're just at the mirror image.
Oh, I remember that word mirror image somewhere.
Why don't Midwesterners ever get lost? Because they can always smell the hot dish and follow that smell home.
The casserole
A hot dish.
or casserole.
Oh no. That's we don't eat casseroles, do we? I thought we only ate hot dishes.
Both.
Aren't you? Oh, we're not Lutheran, are we? So hot dish for Lutherans, casseroles for Catholics.
I don't know, but we've had both. Makes me see those in those old cartoons.
Which part?
The dog or the cat would float through the air up to
Oh,
the
yeah.
old farmer lady's window and
Yeah.
after the aroma and eat her pie.
And that's the first time I've done this. It's this hand that was doing it, but it shows up on on the right-hand side.
Jim,
Yes,
what's a Midwesterner's favorite exercise?
shoveling snow. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's shovel snow.
So it's like cardio? No, it's shoveling snow.
Shoveling snow.
Yeah. Hmm.
Yeah.
Hey, Jim.
Yes. Yes,
Why did
Brenda.
the cornfield throw a party?
It wanted to celebrate its stock market successes. Its stocks. market
Lame
success.
jokes for you here all day if you want them.
Oh, well, a Midwest saying, here's how they say goodbye in the Midwest.
Hmm.
Well, I should be going. And then they stay for another hour longer.
Yeah.
In between those two periods,
They
say,
also offer food.
and they say it about 3 or 4 more times. Well, we gotta go. Yeah,
Gotta
that
go.
was
Yeah.
nice. Thanks for having us
You
over.
don't want to take some of this pie with you?
Yeah.
We got more casserole and hot dishes?
There once was a cow on the plains who munched grass while watching the trains. It mooed with delight at the soft evening light, saying, "No one here ever complains."
Hmm.
Man, I like that one. That's a good one.
What are these things called again?
A limerick.
Limerick.
Yeah,
Limerick.
yeah. Paraprostokians, we've learned so much on this show.
Yeah.
Verbs. Oh, yeah, we're big on verbs.
We forgot the other half.
Yeah, I forgot the other half.
Hmm.
A farmer with fields full of hay worked from dawn till midday, but come Friday night, with the stars shining bright, he polkaed his worries away.
Hmm.
I like that.
It's so weird. I look this way at you, but I'm looking this way back at me. What is the camera?
Ladies and gentlemen,
Oh,
we are Hicks from the Sticks, and we're darn proud of it. When we look in a camera and can't figure it out, look,
What?
here's my hand.
yeah.
Look at where that way, and then here's my hand here. Come on, explain that to me.
We also want to remind everybody about the Veterans Crisis Line.
Yeah,
You dial 988 and then press 1. If you're not a veteran, you still dial 988. If you just don't want to talk, there's also, you can text them
yeah.
at 838-255. You can chat or text or whatever at the Veterans Crisis Line.
Did I miss my cue?
I went, oh, like that. That's the cue. Only it looked like I was pointing at me in the mirror in there. A point at me. Oh, that is pointing at me. I don't know.
What you're seeing here is I don't know, just a little practice on a program we call Face the Sun.
Mm-hmm.
And we do it 7 days a week, sun up and sunset, 1/2 hour before the
Sunset.
show starts. Oh, no, that's sunset.
Sunset's a half hour before sunset because at sunset the sun already set. Can you say that 3 times?
At sunset, no.
The sunset sets. We gotta go a half hour before the sunset sets.
Mm-hmm.
But at sunrise, you go out right in the app says for Watertown, South Dakota. That's where we are. So we go by the app on our phone that says when sunset is.
I think this is an interesting system in that it doesn't have a timer for us.
Yeah, I was just looking at that.
Unless you see one. I don't
Dang
see
it.
one.
I don't see nothing.
Okay.
I'm at a loss. I don't even know where I started.
Yeah, I kind of got it. I have an idea.
Well, when I finally looked, it was 12:45, but I know we've been here more than 3 minutes.
Yeah, you're right.
So the weather looked like there's going to be a challenge out there for the weather.
You know, it's counting down up here in this left-hand corner.
Oh, you can see something?
Yeah.
Oh, what does it
Okay.
say? You have to take your glasses off, so I'm at another disadvantage.
And I think this kind of activity is for the young people with stout arms and strong backs and eyes that work.
But it's also for people who don't sleep well at night or toss and turn all night. This will help turn your circadian rhythm around, which is different than the circadian season.
And what you're talking about there
Our bugs,
are the waves that come off the sunrise and sunset.
oh, the circadian rhythm.
No, the light rays from the sun. They're different at sunrise and sunset.
Yeah, they're bent, so they're safe to go in your eyes at that time of day, unless your eye doctor, unless you have an eye condition that we don't know about.
This is a beautiful day Jiminy Christmas.
This morning it was so cold. Oh my goodness.
Oh.
We did the sunrise show. Wow. It wasn't horrible, but it was 3, but we're getting used to it. But at least there was no wind. And right now it's warmed up to, I don't even know, 16. Looking at
Oh, wow.
16 in Watertown. Can you see it? I
Yeah,
don't know.
See, it's right on,
There, Watertown, South
it's right on
Dakota.
your screen.
16.
So that means that any logos we wear will also be right.
And it's gonna be also 19 degrees.
Oh, it's just now getting going, huh?
So tip your hat up a little bit. Does it? I can't read. Does that say
Does that look right?
Jason
it does, yeah.
Mitch,
Yeah, I think it does.
Jason Mitchell Light Elite Series?
I don't know. I'd go with just the big print for us.
That's a stocking hat for ice fishermen.
And I tell you what, we're out here fishing. We're fishing for comments, is what we're fishing
We
for.
want comments, but I don't know where they. If people
Yeah.
are talking, I don't know where it is.
And we're
I don't
also on YouTube at this time, right? No, this is YouTube
It's both. It's YouTube and Facebook,
and Facebook.
as far as I know.
This kids, we're hitting the big time. We're gonna pave the driveway next week.
I may have lost a little hair over this. I have very little hair anyway, but yikes. So what's the weather like around the
Oh,
United States?
you
of
want to go
America?
the whole United States?
Start with the Northeast.
There will be heavy snowfall across New England and New York,
Wow,
and temps ranging from 15 to 25 above zero.
that's good.
There's a winter storm warning in effect up in that part of the country.
That's not good.
And Boston is expecting 8 to 12 inches of snow, and they will settle for nothing less because they get all of our snow if they want it.
Wow, that's a lot of snow. Gotta have a good shovel.
Travel advisories are in effect out there.
Gee. Then the
Okay.
Midwest.
North Dakota, extreme cold advisory. South Dakota, right in our neighborhood here.
Yeah, it says a cold front is sweeping through the entire region.
Well,
There's like 9 states in the Midwest, I think, or 12. I can't remember what it said.
a high today of 22. Really? Are we
Not
making
here
it?
though. Where it'll be 19 here.
Yeah. Oh, it'll be 19, huh?
Here for us.
Okay. And a low throughout this day, partly cloudy, and a low of 5.
Mhm.
Light snow possible. Minnesota and Wisconsin experiencing wind chills below 0. And then Michigan and Wisconsin, they get the lake effect snow. Sucks all that snow right into them.
Hmm.
Illinois and Indiana, Ohio too. Those temps in the low 20s, with wind speeds to up to 25, creating significant wind chill across that region.
Ew.
Holy smokes.
Yeah, the wind chill is a bugger.
Now, for those folks that live just a little south of us, that's the Great Plains, Nebraska and Kansas. Temperatures are 5 to 10 degrees below seasonal averages.
Mm.
Light snow possible in the northern areas. Windy conditions throughout the regions.
Okay.
And then Rocky Mountains, the alpine regions experiencing heavy snowfall. Colorado, Wyoming, they'll have mountain passes that are impassable. So you'll have to call them mountain impassibles. The temperatures range from 10 to 25.
Look at
Man,
this goes down here. The puppy's down here. Oh man. These are little dog biscuits made out of fruit.
oh yeah.
I got them at Costco.
In the southern United States, milder conditions compared to the northern regions. Texas and Louisiana, they're in the 45 to 55 degree range. Georgia, Florida, it'll be mild with temps in the 50 to 65 degree range. And they're wishing us all happy days, couple of days after Thanksgiving. Merry Christmas coming up, and stay warm and safe. I like
Yeah.
this weatherman. He seems to care about us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had to have a stern talking to him a couple of times.
Oh, yeah.
Trying to tell me that that the South Dakota was in the Great Plains, and I'm like, I live here. I know what it's called.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah.
So then there's a much loved humorist and columnist, Will Rogers, and his friend and pilot, Wiley Post. Sounds like Wile E. Coyote.
Yeah, Wiley Post. That's where that coyote got named after. They left California. Will and Wiley, they left California in August of 1935. It was an ill-fated trip north to explore a new pathway to Europe over Alaska and Siberia. God darn it. Oh, yeah. I want to ride along on that one.
In 1935.
Yeah.
A hybrid airplane.
And this Wiley Post guy had a hybrid airplane custom made for this big adventure. It was the last trip the two would ever make.
Oh, bummer.
The men got to explore parts of Alaska for about a week, and then they were getting antsy. They wanted to move on. And although weather reports were poor, they said, what the heck? They decided to head for Barrow anyhow. I think I can make it, said Wiley Post.
Thought they were that little engine that could.
Yeah. And then Will Rogers said, if it's good enough for you, it's good enough for me. So the pair took off from Matanuska Valley. It's the Colony Project on August 15th. A few hours later, they were lost in the fog when they spotted a native man on the ground near a camp. Post landed on a lagoon. Good for him. That was the smartest thing he's done so far. But he got it down on the water. They learned their destination was only 12 miles away.
Oh.
So they took off from the water again.
Oh.
God darn it. But what did it? But at about 500 feet up, the engine sputtered and the plane went into a nosedive.
You think it was the pitot tube?
And then could have been
Frosted over?
Something could have, the carburetor sure could have frosted over.
I know when we had a plane, the pitot tube was something that was a
That was the wind speed
little
indicator.
bugger some. But if it got iced up, you had to do something to.
Yeah.
Couldn't just blow it out from while you're up in the sky. You had to do something. Wasn't there a heater for it?
No.
There was something.
Was there a heater for it? There was engine heat.
Oh, but there was something for the pitot tube. I don't remember. But I remember something, but I don't remember enough to
all
know.
that. We can go back to that. I have stories about all that, but we got to finish his airplane ride.
Yeah,
They flew up into the fog on purpose.
sure.
God darn it. A few hours later, they were lost in the fog. On the ground near a camp, Post landed on a lagoon and asked for directions. They learned the destination was just 12 miles that way. So they took off from the water. But at about 500 feet up, the engine sputtered, the plane went into a nosedive, and it hit the shallow lagoon with the speed of a rocket.
Oh, man, that's a bummer.
Hours later, rescuers from Barrow found their remains.
Aw.
And a typewriter recovered in the wreckage had Rogers' unfinished piece for the papers. He wrote for a lot of different papers, but he was doing a story when this flight was going on. But the last word he typed on God's green earth was death. Headlines across the country blared, Will Rogers dies in airplane crash.
Bummer.
Yeah. That was something. Oh, okay. Let's go back to that pitot tube.
Yeah, there's something with the pitot tube. I don't know
So,
what.
and fog, flying in fog. I don't know. You want a fog flying story, or will that scare you and you won't be able to sleep? I left the Brookings airport and the fog was coming in. Everybody knew it. And there were about 4 people that stood alongside the runway and looked at me when I took off. They were saying, who is that crazy dumb bunny? But anyhow, eventually it was driving me into the ground. So I didn't know what to do. I wasn't even a pilot yet. I don't know what I was doing out there. I was practicing, I think. But
you only got to, you think maybe that was one of your first solos or something?
no, this was just, and I got a little butt chewing over this too. So I got there And I knew the coordinates of Brookings and knew where I'd come from at least. So I just made the altimeter say that and just followed it back out of the fog. But by the time you think of that stuff and then get turned around, you're way farther into it than what you know. So it wasn't coming out. It wasn't coming out. Boom, it just appeared. There was the Brookings Airport.
Oh.
That's kind of a fun. Makes me sick to talk about it, but I'm gonna throw up.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. Don't take off in the fog, no matter what. I don't care how rated you are, or how good, or how smart. Don't do it if you don't have to.
Just wait.
Just wait.
Sheep in a funeral.
There's sheep in the funeral.
He didn't put his hearing aids on. What are some food related superstitions?
Oh, always eat black-eyed peas on New Year's Day.
Oh,
It's thought to bring prosperity.
okay.
Don't cut bread on a stormy day.
Why?
Some say the knives will attract lightning into the house.
Crazy.
Put that knife down. You're going to get electrocuted.
That's another one.
Never hand someone a knife directly. That's a
Oh.
true story. Lay it down for them to pick up, or you risk cutting your friendship. Oh, I didn't know that part of it.
Oh, your friendship, not them.
Lay it down.
Sure.
Turn the handle toward them. Yeah.
Okay. What does our little timer say?
It says
Teach
we've
me all
been
the
here.
breed.
It says we have 8 minutes left.
Well, no, it says 20.
We've
Well,
been on.
we got timers, man. This is a countdown one. It's different.
Yeah, I didn't see that.
Live, are we been here for 21 minutes and 56 seconds, or is that a 27 or
22.
23?
Just changed to 22. Yeah.
Okay. Midwest specific
Mm.
folklore. Ooh.
So those of you from the north or the south or the east or the west,
We'll get you another day.
we'll get you on another day. And that brings up an interesting subject.
Hmm.
On these shows, if we get our contract renewed, if there,
Contract renewed.
if there's something you want to see or hear about, or if you just want to hear Brenda do the national anthem, I mean, you'd do it.
You'd run for the hills. I would never do it.
Yeah.
No. Be better to hear a coyote sing
Okay.
or a bull move or a bull go, blah, blah. There, that was singing from the porch.
You feel better now?
Only if you do it.
I've already fooled around too
We
much.
all did it around the Thanksgiving table for Jim's sister Rita.
And just about everybody had their impression of what a baby calf sounds like.
We all grew up on a farm, so
Hmm.
yeah,
That was fun.
it was fun.
And I wasn't going to do it until somebody else started it. Amos started it.
Mm.
And we were talking about it. And I think you may have said, go ahead, do it. And I didn't want to because it's kind of loud. Yeah. It is kind of loud though.
Somebody's bull was loose on a country road back here, and we were driving my little Honda Civic, and it was taller than my Honda Civic, and he puts his face out the window, calls it up to the car, comes up on my side of the car. I think it tipped us over so
That
easy.
sucker was
Awful.
huge. Yeah.
Awful.
What was
Yeah.
he doing out in the road?
It was loose.
He was living the good life.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was, and so we just drove slowly away and checked back, make sure he wasn't following us and finding out where we live.
Yeah, give us a
Yeah.
little nudge.
Midwest specific folklore.
Okay.
Thunder in February means frost in May.
Hmm.
That is a common weather predictor. So we should post these.
Yeah.
I love this kind of folklore stuff. Okay. If you plant marigolds near the garden for protection, it's said to keep pests and bad spirits away.
Okay.
All those bad spirits will be standing up at the driveway.
Yeah.
Get rid of those marigolds.
Yeah.
Don't listen to them. Never move into a new house on Friday.
And we're realtors. So we're like, what?
This brings bad luck, especially in rural areas. Oh, don't step over a fence without knocking on the post first.
Oh, that's like knock on it, like
Yeah,
for
it's a cousin.
mm,
Knock on wood.
for good luck.
Oh, in this case, it's a way to ask permission from the land's spirits.
Oh,
Hello, spirits. I'm going to step over this fence, okay?
knock on wood. Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
If you find a bird's nest in your Christmas tree, it's a sign of good luck.
Okay.
Look at there's U.S. Postal Service delivering on Sunday.
Is this Sunday?
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
Been working on getting this stuff set up. I don't even know. It is Sunday. It's December 1st. I knew it was December 1st.
Hanging a dish towel out to dry will bring company, especially unexpected guests. So be prepared. Hanging it out in the yard, I think, is what that means. And if your nose itches, company's coming.
Uh-oh.
If it's the tip of your nose,
Oh.
well, that was the tip of your nose.
Mhm.
That means it'll be a stranger who's going to show up in the yard.
Oh, okay.
I like these superstitions. I like these folklores.
Yeah.
It's kind of fun.
And we got some farming and weather superstitions too.
Oh, yeah?
A couple.
A couple.
Just 5.
Should we do one?
Let's do 5.
Red sky at night, farmer's delight. Red sky in morning, farmer take warning. They ripped that off from the sailors.
But that's another classic saying used to predict the weather.
Corn grows best if planted on Good Friday.
Interesting.
It's believed that corn planted on that holy day will thrive. Oh, yeah.
We'll have to ask our farmer friends that actually farm.
Yeah. A ring around the moon means rain soon.
This thing on the side here, it went up and turned red, this little green light. It went
Oh.
up and did something red, but I can't see what it's doing because I had to take my glasses off.
That's not a level meter, is it? Hello? Is that working? Oh, that should have made it jump.
No, that was in another test.
Oh, yeah, I
I
don't
have
know.
no idea.
Okay, back to this. Are you ready?
Okay.
Farming weather superstitions. Never plant crops under a full moon. This is thought to bring bad luck to the harvest. And here's a good one. These have some good ones in them, though. If cows are lying down, it's going to rain. Farmers often look to their herds for those weather predictions like that. Yeah.
What's that one where I can't remember if they're all standing with their heads together in a circle or do they stand with their butts together?
They turn their butts to the storm.
And their heads together in a circle?
And well, that puts all their heads. No, I don't think they ever circle the wagon. They might.
Well, you kind of see them bunched up anyway.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, we must be looking at their butts. We don't own any cows, but our neighbors do. We haven't been out too much in the last 2 years.
We don't leave the house much.
Not this last 2 years.
There's people out there going, oh, that's a good thing.
Yeah,
How about home and family superstitions?
sure.
Where'd you get all this good stuff? Just like on a whim?
I'm not telling.
Okay.
I need to get more.
Always leave a pie or baked good cooling in the kitchen. Some believe it brings good luck and keeps the spirits happy. Man, the spirits in the garden, there's spirits in the kitchen, there's spirits at the top of the driveway.
Was it today when we gave our pie to our garbage man, or was that yesterday? Time flies. I don't know which day it was. It was today or yesterday.
It almost had to be yesterday because I don't think he picks up on Sunday.
But the garbage truck was broken,
That's true.
so I don't remember.
I can't remember either. Look how fresh the garbage truck tracks are in the snow.
Oh yeah, could have been today.
I'll go down and read some sign. I'll get on my
Big
hands and
Tracker, like that show Tracker.
knees, like Tracker. I'll put my ear
I
on
love
the
that
ground.
show.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't think you've caught any episodes yet, or have you?
No, I'm untracked.
I think he's on season 2 or 3 already.
Oh,
It's a good show.
Okay. Never sweep dirt out your front door.
Mm.
It's said this sweeps away your luck.
Oh.
Oh, that's interesting.
And if the wind blows from the east, expect trouble. An eastern wind is considered a bad omen.
You know, this afternoon stuff, this is as much as fun as the morning or the sunrise and sunset.
Yep. This is
So-
nice out here.
This is very nice.
You have to take your glasses off unless your eye doctor says otherwise. It's to get the photons that the sun puts off and it goes in through your eyes and helps heal your brain if you've had a brain injury or if you're just, you got that, you're kind of got brain fog or you have a hard time sleeping, this helps.
Hmm.
So it is free.
And it's
So
free.
free. Give it
So
a try.
you've
good.
you've seen horseshoes hung up for decorations?
Yes.
Okay. So horseshoes, you put them above your door a lot of time.
Yeah.
And a horseshoe is shaped like a U.
Mm-hmm.
Do you put the open end up or the open end down for the best luck?
Oh,
Huh?
I would think up. So it looks like a U.
Horseshoes above a door bring good luck, but make sure the open end faces up or the luck will all spill out.
There you go.
You only get so much luck to go around.
So,
We're 31 minutes and 30 seconds into the event here.
okay, so we'll be back tonight, actually a half hour before sunset. I don't know what time that's going to be.
I can tell you.
It's it'll be at where is it? Sunsets at 4:48, so it's a half hour before that. So 4:48 is like 10:02, so 20 after 4,
Yep.
roughly that there. And I'll see if I can. I don't even know if this worked.
Yeah, I can't wait to see.
I hope it
And-
worked.
And then we have to
I'll spit nails if it doesn't.
we'll have to check well, it's live and it's counting down. So you
Something's
kids,
there, but yeah,
in case you just joined us, this is a test of the broadcast system.
It
what
is.
It is. It's only a test. If this was a real thing, sirens would be going off and you'd be asked to take cover.
and to both YouTube and Facebook.
Yeah.
And if this works, I'm going to add in some others that we've been members of for
Ever.
20 years or whatever.
Yeah.
Thanks for
That was fun.
being with me, Jim. That was awesome.
Thanks for being with me.
I want to thank you for thanking me.
And let's thank them for spending their time with me, although we don't know where our hands are.
And we don't know if anybody's there.
Them or them.
I don't if I have to make
Yeah.
comments appear somewhere. I don't know where it is.
Yeah.
Oh, look. Comments.
Oh,
How do I get here from
oh no. Okay. So that's where they'll show up.
yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
All right. See ya.
Okay. Thank you, kids.
hmm
Let's do it again sometime.
Does that stop? I don't know. I thought it broke end. End string. Oh, twice. And it tipped